You see just a simple morning coffee, but behind this cup is a multi-billion-dollar machine working day and night.
It takes you 5 seconds to pour this, but it can take 3 years and thousands of miles to prepare what's inside.
Behind that single cup stands a factory capable of roasting hundreds of tons of coffee every day, with almost every step controlled to the second.
This is not just a local plant. It's a node in a global coffee network that quietly feeds millions of cups every single day.
From tropical mountains to industrial heartlands, these beans travel thousands of kilometers before they even see the inside of a roasting drum. The journey starts here, with ripe coffee cherries grown in precise climates and harvested at just the right moment.
From the moment they're picked, cherries are sorted and moved quickly to protect flavor and quality.
Depending on the region and flavor profile, beans are processed using wet or dry methods long before they arrive at any high-tech factory.
In wet processing, fermentation and washing, and carefully strip away the fruit layers to reveal the seeds we know as coffee beans.
Drying can take days or even weeks, and every hour influences how those beans will taste in your cup. Once dried, the protective husk is removed in powerful hulling machines, revealing the raw green coffee beans inside. Next, beans are sorted by size and shape because uniform beans roast more evenly and deliver more consistent flavor. High-quality mills then sort by density, quietly separating lighter, defective beans from heavy, high-grade coffee. Artificial intelligence cameras inspect every single bean, removing any defects in a fraction of a second. After hulling, grading, and inspection, only approved green beans are packed for export and shipped to giant roasting factories around the world. From quiet farms, coffee now joins the global logistics chain, packed into containers and sent to mega factories across the world.
At the industrial roasting plant, containers are unloaded in a carefully controlled intake area where every shipment is checked before it joins production.
Random samples are pulled from every lot, giving quality teams a preview of the beans before they commit to full-scale roasting. Professional tasters evaluate aroma, acidity, and body, making sure only beans that pass strict sensory tests enter the main production line. Approved beans are stored in towering silos, ready to be blended and fed into industrial roasters that turn raw coffee into the flavors you recognize.
In a factory like this, roasting doesn't rely on guesswork. It runs on carefully engineered profiles that control every degree and every second of heat.
Each batch can weigh hundreds of kilos, dropping into roasters heated to carefully controlled temperatures that will decide the final character of your coffee. At first, the roaster simply drives out moisture. The beans dry, grow lighter, and slowly warm up, preparing for the reactions that will create flavor.
In the Maillard phase, sugars and amino acids react to build sweetness, color, and complexity.
When internal pressure finally breaks the beans open, first crack signals the start of the window, where roast. After first crack, small changes in heat and airflow can mean the difference between a bright, fruity roast and a deeper, chocolate-heavy profile.
When the beans hit their exact target temperature, there is only a small window to stop the roast before flavors tip into bitterness or burn.
To stop the roast instantly, beans are dumped into powerful cooling trays where cold air and metal arms bring them down to a safe temperature in just a few minutes.
Even after leaving the drum, beans continue to release heat and gas, so rapid cooling is essential to lock in their freshly roasted character. Every batch is checked against strict color standards, confirming that the roast profile was hit before these beans move deeper into the $50 coffee system. Once cooled and approved, roasted beans are routed to heavy-duty grinders that prepare them for everything from espresso machines to instant coffee extractors. Grind size is tuned with millimeter precision, coarser for traditional brewing, and ultra-fine when the goal is to extract nearly everything for instant coffee. For instant coffee, finely ground beans are loaded into huge extraction columns where hot water under pressure pulls.
By sending water and coffee in opposite directions through multiple stages, these systems achieve extraction levels far beyond this. The liquid extract is gently concentrated under reduced pressure, thickening into a rich coffee syrup that's ready to be.
Inside the spray dryer, liquid coffee is atomized into tiny droplets and blasted with hot air, turning it into powder in just a few seconds. The fine powder that lands here is light and dusty, so the factory's next job is to shape it into stable, dissolvable granules.
By gently spraying and fluidizing the powder,
The factory makes instant coffee granules that dissolve quickly and evenly in your mug.
For premium instant coffee, some factories freeze the concentrated extract solid before gently drying it under vacuum, preserving more of the original aroma.
Under vacuum, ice turns straight into vapor without melting, creating delicate freeze-dried granules that lock in more aroma than conventional spray-dried powder. Granules are sieved and sorted so that only a narrow, controlled size range makes it into your jar. Everything else is recycled for another pass.
To keep flavor consistent all year, the factory blends granules from different batches and origins into a single, controlled recipe before packaging.
From these silos, gravity and precise dosing systems feed multiple packaging lines at once. Each one,
Computer-controlled multi-head weighers combine different hoppers on the fly to hit the exact target weight in every single jar.
from here, capping heads spin hundreds of lids per minute, sealing each jar tight before it ever leaves the factory floor. A hidden induction seal under every cap locks in aroma and protects the coffee from moisture and oxygen before any label goes on. Each jar receives a premium label designed to stand out on the shelf. Clean, minimalist branding that signals a higher-end instant coffee experience.
Invisible to most shoppers, each jar carries a unique code that links it back to the exact batch, line, and moment it was filled.
Any jar that's even a few grams off target, or with a label that's misaligned, is automatically removed before it ever sees a supermarket shelf.
Robotic arms handle the final, heavy lifting, carefully packing thousands of premium coffee jars into cases.
At the very end of the line, robotic palletizers build perfect towers of coffee, ready to leave the factory floor and enter the global supply chain.
Wrapped and stabilized, each pallet is transformed into a single secure unit, tough enough to survive long journeys by truck, ship, or train. From here, logistics teams push product out to national and international networks, turning a single factory into a supply.
The finished product moves through a carefully staged logistics web, central warehouses, regional hubs, and finally the store shelf.
By the time you walk past this shelf, thousands of kilometers of farming, processing, and factory work have already been quietly packed into one single jar.
After all that industrial precision, your part in this $50B system is surprisingly simple. A jar, a kettle, and a few seconds of your morning. Each one of these tiny crystals has already been roasted, brewed, concentrated, and dried inside the factory. You're just waking them back up.
In just a few seconds, the freeze-dried granules dissolve and reform into something very close to the brewed extract that left those giant factory towers.
Instant coffee trades some complexity for speed and convenience, while bean-to-cup machines recreate a miniature version of the factory brewing process in your kitchen.
Whether it's a barista-crafted latte or a quick instant in your kitchen, every cup you drink is plugged into the...
In the time it took you to watch this video, millions of people around the world started their day with a cup just like this, powered by factories you never see.
Coffee is not just a drink. It's a daily ritual shared across time zones, cultures, and lifestyles.
Altogether, this invisible infrastructure moves tens of millions of bags and generates well over 100 billion.
From dirt roads and hand-picked cherries to skyscraper-sized factories humming around the clock.
So the next time you twist open that jar or order a quick cup, remember, you're not just making coffee.